Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Welcome to What's in Your Cups, Heart and Crown. And tonight we are talking about ending the mean girl cycle. There's room at the table. So we have a newbie on the panel tonight. So I'm going to let her introduce herself first. And then our regulars will reintroduce themselves. So go ahead, ma'am.
Hey, my name is Marquita Snell. I am an elder in the ministry. Me and my husband, we pastor at Prosperity in Hartford, Alabama. I am married with 4 children, and we have been married for 20 years.
Oh,
Like y'all when I grow up. All right. Crystal, say hello to the people.
Hi everyone, I'm Crystal. Back on with my sisters. I'm just a mother, a daughter, a sister, an auntie.
That's not just, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right? I wear those hats and I wear them proudly. So
Yes.
hey, I'm excited to be here with you ladies.
Okay. Sister Courtney.
hello. I'm Courtney. I'm back again, excited for this topic. I'm ready to dive on into it.
Okay. Uh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Again, I'm Courtney. I am a mother as well. I have a little girl, and I have a group called Conversation with Queens.
Yeah.
We are on Facebook, social media, and yeah, I like doing things. I'm a sister. I'm a girl's girl, so I like doing things in my community, and I would love to be in others. Things to do with the ladies, little outings and events. But yep, that's me. I'm Courtney.
Yes, thank you. So, and this is our second show, but I want to say again that I was inspired to create this space by a conversation that I did have with Courtney. So I always want her to, speak about what she does because that comes to the topic. There's room at the table.
Mm.
There's room at the table. Everybody's unique perspective is what makes the table diverse, and it's what makes the table great. That's the magic of the table. So jumping in, why why do you think it's so hard for women to work together? Big sounds simple, big question. Who wants to jump on that first? Or what does when you hear mean girl, what does that mean to you? Have you experienced, being the subject of mean girl activity? Let's see, Crystal, you start first.
Okay. I was like, you gonna let our guests go first. So I'll answer both sides of that. So mean girl, when I hear mean girl, the first thing I think of is just the opposite of being a girl's girl, right? Like
Right.
there being some type of in not wanting to include people in the group or in an environment, and a lot of times it's not even friend groups that you feel the mean girl energy. It's just walking into a room and not feeling welcomed. Like the saying of like you can be invited but you're not welcome to a certain space. So and yes, there have been times in life, way when I was younger, that I felt like, oh, I'm big on energy. I can feel the energy of a space, and you can feel it when it's warm and welcoming, and I'm excited that you're here. And you also have that whole like, why she here type energy. But over the years I've matured, and I don't mind taking up space when I walk into a room, because one thing about me that I've learned to do, and I try to teach this with my girls and also even at work with my leaders, I need us to be thermostats, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be temperature setters in rooms. So I've mastered
temperature setters.
Yeah, I've mastered shifting the atmosphere. So before you make me feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna shower you with so much good energy that you're gonna feel uncomfortable. And on your way home, you're gonna think about the energy that you brought to me.
Right.
that's how I've always looked. I've always been a girly girl. Like I've never been cliquish. Now I am very mindful of my circle. My circle is small. Like I know a lot of people because I'm from Dothan. And I'm a people person. Like I like meeting new people, but my immediate circle is small. But I'm a girl's girl. Like I like to encourage and motivate. So yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah. My circle's small too. I know a lot of people, and I'm the one who's gonna compliment a random person, like, "Oh, girl, I love your hair," or
Exactly.
"Oh, that purse," But that's not a yeah. Courtney,
Your first question was,
Thank you, Q.
what would make? I mean, repeat the first question again, Ebony.
one, have you ever been the recipient of mean girl energy, and why don't women want to really collaborate?
Mm.
I don't want to say it's
Say it, girl.
I don't want to say it's just jealousy, but it is a lot of a person not knowing themselves.
Insecurities
cause you to that's what I've known to be the mean girls. Those that are not comfortable with themselves, they tend to be the mean girls. And yes, I think every woman has experienced being in the setting of a mean girl or sitting at the table with the mean girls. Just like you say, you enter the room and you feel that energy, like they looking at you like, what's she doing here? Why is she here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all have felt that. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to say it's just jealousy. I just think it's a lot of people don't know themselves yet. So they're uncomfortable. It makes a person uncomfortable. That's just my view on that.
Okay. So Snail?
Yes, I totally agree. I had put jealous as well.
Okay.
I feel like they don't know themselves. They insecure about some things. And instead of them admitting it or saying, okay, I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure about that, they try to put it off on you because they have issues themselves. And see, me, I have learned about in this season, I'm not going to compromise with you. Meaning that you're not going to make me feel some type of way where I have been brought out of, God has delivered me from. I don't think that way anymore. I know who I am and whose I am. So that's just me. That's just, that jealous, envy, they insecure about their own identity. They don't know their identity.
Yeah.
They don't know who they are. They're still trying to figure it out, but you know who you are and whose you are, and that makes them feel some type of way.
Yeah. And one of the things I think about, especially raising girls, right? So you and being a girl, growing up, teenager, but raising daughters, you have all the different ups and downs of like adolescence, the teenage, the young adults. And one of the things that really stands out when I think about being a girl's girl and like having female friends and working with females is that a lot of times we struggle on lighting each other's candle or fueling each other's light. We feel like, and I think that's what makes it hard a lot of times for women to come together, because it's a lot of personalities. We're women. We're full of emotion. We're full of boldness, and everyone's fighting for the light. But what I've learned and what I try to teach my girls is like, the brighter your light is, the brighter you can help somebody else's light shine. Right. So you don't dim your light for anybody. You allow your light to shine bright so that it can illuminate the whole room and everybody else's light. You know what I'm saying? And I think women struggle with that. Maybe that's something that they were not taught. I'm grateful that I was raised by some very strong women that taught that. Like, we, as the women in my family, we encourage each other. We supported each other. So I took that over to friendships, and I took that over into just the way of how you do things. So I think a lot of the whole not working well with each other is I want to be brighter than you, or you can be bright, but you can't be as bright as me type vibe.
So we got a question. Have you ever been considered as the mean girl or stuck up, and what's the difference?
I don't think I have. One of the comments Kim just posted was like, "You've always been really kind." I've tried not to be. Like, I think about high school and college and stuff. Like, I interacted with everybody. Because I had friends in school, I had friends outside of school, I had church friends. Like, you had your different types of circles that you created and intertwined with. But I don't think I've ever been a mean girl. Now, I have learned over the years that I have different friends that serve different purposes, and they may not
always
they,
interact.
they don't always, intertwine well, but you just know the people that you have in your life, and you have those people that you do certain things with. But I've been intentional in life to not be the mean girl, because I remember how it made me feel.
So who else wants to tackle that question? Because I got something to say.
Well, my godson said that when I first met him, he said he thought I was stuck up because it's a demeanor that's on my face that he said I was stuck up. But he said once he got to know me, I'm not like that. It's just I'm just protective of my circle and my peace. I conversate, but I'm still protective of my circle.
Yeah,
Courtney.
Well, I've never heard of being the mean girl because I'm cool with everybody. But I have heard that some people that were my friends, other people thought they were mean girls. I'm like, what are you doing with them? When they were good friends to me, and maybe they did act, a different way, towards other people. And I have a lot of protective friends that may treat other people that try to be my friends a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So I have heard that some people I've been around were mean girls.
Courtney, do you feel like you are the type of person I take you as the type of person that take the time to really dig and get to know somebody? So I think that's probably why you're able to be like, why you think that about them? Because you take the time to get to know them. A lot of people don't even take the time. They'll be like, oh, she looked mean, but you haven't talked to them.
Now I have heard that I do look like I'm mean, and I'm like, what, really? But I have heard.
Yeah. What you look like you mean?
I know it. I'm a bubble of
yes.
But I have heard like you look like you unapproachable, or you mean.
Wow.
No,
so I
don't see that.
have been accused of being stuck up. Really. And I am also the protector friend. So I am a fiercely loyal friend. I am very much a protector of my energy and my friends' energy. So my antennas are always up. And if you set off any alarm in my spirit,
that's the spirit discernment.
If you set off an alarm, and I'm hardly ever wrong. Yeah. And I will say if I'm wrong, I'll be like, hey, you know what? But and I saw something the other day on Facebook. It says, I'm not wrong about people. I'm just early.
That's good.
And so I have told people, I was like, hey, they fall. Like, no, Ebony, they fine. I'm like, no, they fall. Just wait and see. And it may take 3 months, it may take six. But I've had people come back and be like, you know what? Sis, you was right. I was like, I told you, I couldn't put my finger on it quite yet, but it was something that didn't resonate with me. And so because of that, because I am a protector of energies, I can come off as being kind of mean, and I do have, resting face. Like
you do?
Yeah.
It's serious.
I have resting face. Like when I'm on something, sometimes one of my good friends, she would text me, she'd be like, smile, sis. And I'll be like, oh. I'm sorry. Because I'm taking it in. But I'm taking it in. Like, I'm watching your face. I'm watching your mannerisms. I'm watching your body language. Like but once you know me just a little bit, I am one of the goofiest people ever. Like, all I want to do is crack a smile.
Yeah.
Laugh about something. But I have been accused. I definitely have been accused of being bougie, being stuck up. but I'm not. I am definitely a girl's girl, but I am a protector of peace. And the other part of the question, do you think as being a mean girl and what do you say are stuck up, is there a difference? I do think it's a difference. I do think I think because
I think the definition of stuck up has gotten like a bad rep. I think
Yeah.
I think the stuck up girl is the secluded, possibly shy, misunderstood chick. Because a lot of times they be really needing friends and wanting friends. They just don't know how
yeah,
to,
they just do it.
Yeah.
they don't know how to be a friend.
Yeah. Is that I'll say being unapproachable, is that a characteristic of a mean girl?
I'm approachable. You can approach me. I'm approachable.
I really think I'm approachable. I mean, like even at work, I've been the subject of mean girl energy at work because of my experience. They thought I want to come in and do what
Take
they
over.
do. Baby, I'm not trying to take over. No, I'm assertive, and
Mhm.
so I have to catch that I'm not over talking or overstepping
Yep.
in areas where somebody else is supposed to be leading, because I am assertive. I do feel like, well, I know this. Let me tell you. Let's run it. But I very much want not to be in leadership all the time. Sometimes, because you can't grow if you're always leading, you have to be at some point where you are getting poured into. So yeah, let's see. Kim said, I'm not stuck up, I'm up. You said she up and it's stuck, and she has standards. I am tip up.
I can get that. And that's where I said misunderstood, because
Uh-huh.
you get labeled a certain way for carrying yourself a certain way, speaking a certain way, having certain standards, like
Dressed in a certain way.
dressing a certain way. You get labeled because no one is taking the
Yes.
time to get to know you past the
Mhm.
surface of who you are, right? Or what they see. But there are females, women who are just mean and manipulative,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
They are, and I don't understand.
Baby, that heart posture. Yeah, there's some jacked up hearts out there.
Yep.
Very.
That has to do with their own trauma. And I
Yes.
think over the years, I've matured to understand, like, I now can deal with someone, especially working in corporate America. I can deal with someone, and like you said, Ebony, would be like that spirit of discernment kick in, and you'd be like, oh, you need to see a therapist. And that's okay, because that has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna keep moving the way I move, but that energy you got right there, you need to work through that. There's some things you need to unpack, sis.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. And I move on. Whereas before, in my younger years, I probably would have been like, oh my God, why she's so, she got a worse attitude. Now I just be like, oh.
Yeah, because sometimes you just have to be like, what happened before you got here? Because
Yeah,
sometimes it's not even you. You
this
just
ain't
have
me.
to be the recipient of it because you're the closest thing they can get to. Like I've had when I worked in a clinic, patients come in with the worst attitude, and sometimes I just be like, I asked a couple, do we need to reschedule your appointment today, or is it a bad day? Or is it a rough? And they be like, "What you mean?" I said because
Mhm.
you come in here today and you seem like something is weighing heavily on you. Do you need a referral for some counseling or something? Like, do you need, because we had counselors on staff, do you need to talk to the therapist today? And and sometimes it was, what, no, I'm sorry, such and such happened before I got here. That's okay.
Mhm.
That's okay. Let's bring that down. But
Yeah.
trying to reroute, what role do you think social media and comparison culture plays in shaping harmful behavior among women and girls?
The imposter syndrome, baby, it's bad. It's bad.
Who's being authentic now?
Right.
It's
It's like a performance.
all the
Everybody
time.
want the stage. Everybody want the platform. Even when they loud and wrong, they think they right.
Mm-hmm.
You did it with the loud and wrong, sis.
Loud and wrong, but they think they right.
Yeah.
Nobody is. Some are real about what they do, but it's all about the hype and the platform nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's gotten bad. It's got bad. It's gotten real bad.
It's real. It's terrible.
It is.
It is.
Where, yeah, it's got real bad.
That young girls will do. I mean, it's basically you do anything because right now everything is monetized. You want to get our act a fair fool.
Yeah.
$15 check on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
a $15 check, because that's all it be sometimes.
And you're acting. It's just disheartening. But I'm sorry, Miss Ebony, you was gonna say something.
Go ahead. I like when y'all just jump in and start talking, and I don't have to call y'all name.
It's disheartening, and then I'm like, I remember when things were so simple. Even though we know things, time has it has to change. You know, it's going to change. We're in a different time, but man, I mean, like these young girls, they just.
And it's not just the young ones; it's the older one too.
Well, you're right.
Yes.
They worse than the young ones.
Yeah. I think
they say young ones do things for clout, but the old ones does the same thing, even worse.
Yeah. Everything is so exposed too. Like as women, we go through so many different things, right? From adolescence all the way up until our grown ages. We experience things emotionally, spiritually, just physically with our body. We go through so much, and with social media, it has become everyone's sounding board to where you just expose yourself in every aspect of the changes of life to the entire world for everyone to have an opinion, because you put it out there, but then you don't want nobody to say nothing to you about what you got going on and what you done shared to the world.
That part.
But out there, you know, the every up and down of every season of your life. Like, I just feel like in some spaces, my daddy used to tell me all the time, he was like, you have to suffer in silence. Sometimes you have to be, you know, platforms without accountability is entertainment. Absolutely. And here's the thing that I tell my daughter this too, is like, my daughter will go on a rant real quick. I love her, my oldest. Shout out to Jordan. But she'll go on a rant real quick on Facebook, and I'll be like, hey, listen, that's a real situation for you, but you just made it entertainment for everybody on Facebook. So like, some things need to stay private. Like, heal through it or deal with it, or, you know, process it from a private standpoint, because you just put it out there to the world and you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be mad when people start commenting and having things to say. And now you on this whole Facebook war with somebody about your personal life that you chose to share. Yeah,
because once you share it, it's not personal anymore.
Nope.
You have to, and I think there are some things, and there's a fine line between knowing what to share and what to suffer in silence with. Because sometimes there are some things I think we suffer in silence with too much, and you can't get your breakthrough when nobody can pour into you, because nobody knows what you need help along the way with. But almost never is it probably okay to put it on social media. You're supposed to go and put that to the elders that you trust.
Yeah, take it to the Lord. Like, I don't think any therapist is out here saying, so you should share this on social media. You know what I'm saying? There's no professional. I don't think there's no professional therapist, no spiritual therapist, no like spiritual leader telling people that they are counseling or engaging with to say, throw all your emotions to the whole world.
Yeah. So Kim says, but why are we suffering in silence? Go ahead, Crystal.
So when I say suffering in silence, Kim, what I'm saying is not in silence, meaning holding it in and not dealing with it. I'm saying dealing with it personally in your closet, in your prayer closet. Like, some things need to go to Christ. Some things you need to work through with a therapist, not with all your $40 million followers on social media. Like if me and my man going through something, that's not something for me to post on social media. I'm putting my hurt. And honestly, most people that are engaging are being entertained. They're watching or engaging or commenting or sharing or screenshotting out of concern. They got insomnia and they scrolling. So like sometimes we have to protect our healing season in a way that we could truly heal, and we're not spending that whole season of healing defending. Does that make sense?
But what if you're not healing in silence, help somebody? Because you don't know what the next person is going through.
And that can be helpful.
That can be the very thing that helped them get their breakthrough from what they're going through.
And I think that's what Kim said, the accountability part.
Because it's a lot of people that are suffering in silence from things that they have been through, traumas, and they don't say nothing because they wonder, like, am I the only one? Is this the only one that this has happened to? And realization, it's not. But I think it's both ways. I think it just depends. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad.
It's how you do it.
It's how you do it.
It's all in how you do it.
If it helps somebody, then that means you're on the right. You're on the right. If you're getting like feedback, thank you for sharing your story. This has happened to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That means you're on the right track. Continue to do what you do and let God get the glory. That means you're on the right track. But if it's something that's just getting comments and no feedback, and it's like you getting stones thrown at you, then maybe you should reconsider.
Yeah. And then also protect yourself, because a lot of times are we really like in a position, like for instance, there are things that I have struggled through as a woman that in the season of me going through it, I couldn't even talk about it. Right. Without just not being okay. But after I've healed through it and I'm on the other side of it, I can talk about it. I can share my story. I can share my experience and be like, well, like have it be something productive for the next person to grow and learn from as well. Or I could share my experience from a place of experience. But in some things that I've gone through in life, in the middle of going through it, I just had to consult with God, baby, because I didn't know what direction. I didn't know. So I don't even know if me sharing it was going to be productive or helpful for somebody else, because I was in such a broken place. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think when Kim said, even with what you said, it's how you do it. It's how you deliver that message that's important.
Right. Yeah. And I can say to that, so most people who've been following me for a while know I've been married twice and I've been divorced twice. But part of my healing came when the original platform that I started talking on was the topics that we were having, and the different people that were coming on helped me move from stage to stage to stage. But did I go off and give every single detail of everything that was going on at the time? No. But what I did do was when I made it over one hurdle, I was able to talk about that. So as I'm going up, it was literally I'm lifting somebody else out of their pit while I climb up, because I have mastered this stage. I have I've graduated from it. So let me tell you how I made it over. So it wasn't messy. It wasn't like I was bleeding all over the people that I was trying to help, because where they were at, this is how I got through this step. And so now I'm at this step, and if somebody was above me and they're healing, hey, let me help you get here. This is what I did. Because I was reading the book Favorite by Priscilla Shirer while I was going through my divorce proceedings. And I was supposed to be reading what some else, but I was hitting it and hitting me, and everything, like things that were about to happen would start dropping in my spirit. Was like, okay, your lawyer finna call you, about to pop off. And I'm like, no, God, you ain't finna. Boom. So that was something, that was something that some of the people watched me heal in real time, because that's how, and it also comes in if you're going to decide to use your pain for purpose. So if you're just trying to if you're just pushing it out there to bleed all over folks, it's going to be entertainment for other people. But people can tell when it's purposeful for you, when you are trying to get your healing and your blessing from what you're pushing out. So I think it's a difference.
That's a good one. You need to pin that. Using your pain for purpose, or use your pain with purpose. That's good.
You should. Yeah, that was real good.
Let's see. And
so
Kim said,
Jason,
can you see? I think I put it up there. I put it back. Sometimes we suffer in silence.
That's true.
Because the last time, that's true, because people love to talk about you.
That is true. And I can honestly say I can, that's where that stems from for me, because I've been in situations, relationships, as well as like friendships with people where I've shared things that I've gone through, and they've turned around and used that exact same thing to like manipulate and hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is like a defense mechanism maybe I have. I'm not saying it's right. I'll check in with my therapist about it since I've kind of had a revelation. But I definitely can relate to that, because people will. You'll share something intimate with them that you've gone through, or that you've experienced, or that hurt you, and they will utilize that to manipulate you, or to bash you, or to hold it against you later.
Yeah.
Right. So I had an incident.
I experienced. Okay, go ahead, sis.
Go ahead, Ebony.
Oh no, I was just saying I experienced that in an intimate partner setting, because the things which made my healing from my second marriage even harder, because all the things that I shared with my husband at the time, that's what happened. It hurt in my first marriage. He used a lot of that to like double down on it in our marriage. And so when I came out of that, I realized that I not only had to heal from that, but I realized I had not healed completely from the first marriage that I thought I had. So, the things that were said about me, I've never experienced that from a friend. It was from my husband.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was really hard. That was hard to heal from, but I did. So it's hard, not impossible. You can heal. For everybody out there, you can heal. You got to do your work.
That's right.
You got to do the work.
You got to do your work.
Yeah.
It ain't easy. I cried a lot of nights in the shower, in the bed, but you can. Go ahead.
Yeah. I had called Kim the other day. I was like, I'm not getting on live. I was like, it's something that has happened, and I did not want to get on. It wasn't that I didn't want to get on. I just didn't want. I'm in a season of my life where it's about my peace.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody inbox you and they don't know half of what they're saying, because I went through cancer. After 10 years, I'm finally cancer. I've been cancer free 1 year.
Woo-hoo.
With that being said, I have been through a lot.
Amen.
My marriage is not perfect at all. Me and my husband still learning each other daily. We've been together 20 years. And with that being said, I never acted as if my marriage was perfect. But to get an inbox throwing shots pertaining my marriage and me being insecure and my clothing, I'm like, okay. Yeah. So basically saying, you wear your clothes loose, because my dresses are loose, because I never know when the Holy Spirit may unction in. I don't wear tight clothing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I can still tell the posture of your heart, and it's ugly. So this was a lie that was inboxed to me. And I told Ebony, I was like, if back in the day when I was going through, my time where I'm having to deal with having a mastectomy and stuff like that. This really tore me up when I got that inbox.
Mhm.
But because I know who I am and whose I am, it don't bother me like that. But to be so old and to try to pick or don't even know really what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, because what's the intent behind that message? See, I like to dig deep because not to. I know we live right now, so we can't go into
detail. But
it's three things that I always ask myself when things like that. Cause see, I done got defensive for you on that whole situation. It's you got to consider the source. Mama always say, be mindful who carried the bone.
Right.
Who bringing the information? Who even coming at you? Like, what's their track record and resume? Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The second thing is, what was the intent? Because your words, what you're saying to me, what the intent, the perception is that you mean me harm. Like you harming my feelings, my character, all those things. And then like the other is, like you said, protect your peace at all costs, meaning some things don't even deserve to be opened and read because of the source and the intent.
Because of the source
and the intent. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. That person blocked now?
Yeah, blocked.
Amen. Child.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's the audacity for me.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a mean girl story. So
it's the audacity.
Y'all know I'm a full-figured woman. And so I have a friend.
Don't make me mad.
Listen. So I have one of my real good friends. She full-figured too. You know, we go out, we be dressing, we be cute now. Cause whatever. But it was this lady we had befriended. And come to find out, the lady who is a good 20 years older than us was screenshotting our pictures off of Facebook, and her and somebody else was talking about us, saying that our clothes were inappropriate and we was too big for what we had on.
Sorry.
So she wasn't getting any attention when y'all were going places. People were talking to you and the other.
So she was with you?
So sometimes she'd be with us because we would invite her out to go. No, we went out there, whatever. But she would take pictures where me and my friend had posted on Facebook, and her and somebody else would be, you know, discussing what we were wearing.
What about a
so the Lord's still working on me. So I made a nice little, I ain't gonna tell no lie, I made a nice little Facebook post, and I took her down from A to Z without calling a single name. And at the end of it, I was like, bless them. So now what happened? That lady apologized to both of us. But the thing about it is if you have an out with me, or if you think I am doing something that is, you know, is unacceptable, you know, uncalled for, you should come to me.
But that only happens when people care about you, Eb.
Yeah, but you know, but the thing about it is, and like, I know that, but my confidence be on 10,000. You can catch my.
It should be.
So it was crazy. That she thought it was okay to do that.
She needed a friend. I think we struggle.
I wasn't gonna call her name, but since she done commented, it was me and Cole. You know, me and Cole be out, we be doing our thing when we gonna be cute, cause Cole take 20 minutes just to match.
Just to coordinate.
Just to coordinate. she'll be late making sure her watch band match her outfit.
Okay.
I don't see
But
nothing wrong with it, Nicole. I don't
There's
see
nothing wrong with it.
Me either.
Take your time.
No,
But you-
don't tell her that.
because I'm
Start early.
Don't tell her that. Don't tell her to take her time.
Start earlier. But no, I think sometimes women, we don't know how. Okay, here's my problem with that situation. Why you with me if you don't really care about me? Because you can't care about me if you turn around and you have all these negative things to share with other people. You're with me. Like, it's one thing for somebody who's not even with me that just see me somewhere and be like, girl, I saw Krista at Walmart. That girl, like, she going through something. But you with me at Walmart, you walking through Walmart with me, we going and we looking in the home goods stuff, and then you leave my presence. That's where it becomes foul. That's where it becomes mean. That's where it becomes like, I question your intentions and why you're even hanging with me. Because I've also befriended people that it was like, you know, you could be all right, but you can't be better than, or looking better than, or dress better than, or, you know, it's a problem. Or this is a good one. Have y'all experienced this? Have you guys ever had friends or girlfriends that only want to be around you when you're struggling? They don't want to be around you when you're doing well.
Right.
They want to be around you when your marriage is going through something, or when
girl, what he do now, girl?
Or you done went through a breakup, or you know what I'm saying, you financially struggling a little bit, then they want to show up. And it's like, at first in my younger years, I used to think like, oh my God, she's always there for me when I'm going through. And then I had to be like, no, God was like, babe, that's not what that is.
Not at all.
She's allowing herself to kind of look in a better light than you, because you're in a place of like, you need somebody, or you know what I'm saying, they use it. That's a real thing. Now that is a mean girl.
I have had a friend that we were only, if me and her both were going through at the same time, we were like the best of friends. But as I shifted into healing, the friendship kind of tapered off.
Yeah. It's like trauma bonding almost.
Yeah,
very much so.
That's what it is.
But not in a like, let's get out of it together way.
Yeah.
Because I want to see people enjoy being in trauma, though.
Yeah.
I think they do, like, because you know how to navigate that. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's sad that we get comfortable in toxicity.
Yeah.
Right.
So true.
So ladies, let's think of a moment. Have you ever had a moment when another woman lifted you instead of competing with you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Lord, if I start calling names. Go ahead, ladies. Courtney,
go. Y'all go. Y'all see, I'm drinking tea. Who else want to go first?
Okay. So I start first. I have several that keeps me on the right track. So I won't go back to the same person and give nobody a reason to say I told you so. Ladies, some in Buffalo, some are local, some in Delaware. So I do, because I do ministry, I do know a lot of, women in the ministry. Not only that, some are not in the ministry, some are just family members. I do have some in Hinesville that lift me up. So my circle is small. You can't tell my circle is small, but it's only select a few of women that I have. If something is going on, I know that prayer can go through the roof, and I'm calling.
Because you need somebody that's gonna go through the roof.
Yeah, that can go through the roof, not bounce back from the ceiling down and hit you on top of your head. So yeah,
right
through the roof. So yeah.
Go ahead, Courtney.
I mean, yes, I do. I have had a moment where I'm gonna tell you when I'm lifted up. Because I'm the type of person that if God says, gives me a vision, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't really like ponder on it forever and carry it on, I'm going for it. Either people gonna be with me or they not. That's just my thing. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna just put it in the trash. So feel like I'm poured into when I have an event or I do something and people really.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's but 3 of us in that room, just you showing up.
Because those was who was supposed to be there.
Yeah, uplifts me and it motivates me. So yeah, those are the moments that I'm lifted up. Because when I tell you, like, y'all are in Dothan. I mean, Eufaula. You ever been to Eufaula?
My family's from Eufaula.
What?
Yeah.
We talk about it. I say, who your people?
Who
But
you-
it's small. It's small. It's nothing here. It's nothing here. So I like to try to create little things for us to do to keep us, active and not in the slumps all the time, because it's like a suction hole. It will suck you in and you just go to work and go home. It's
just
no
like
other. Well,
yeah,
people from Dothan Center, but to us, we going to Dothan. You know what I'm saying? But I get a lot of people saying that from Dothan, like,
yeah,
here, and I'm like, oh my God, nothing there. It's nothing here. But yeah,
it's there. Yeah,
events and stuff like that. And like I said, when people show up, it does it for me. Look, Kanisha, hey Nisha. When I do things, it's that, you know what I'm saying, that really helps me and uplift me. But yes, ma'am, Miss Krista, you go ahead, girl. I know you ready, girl.
So yeah, y'all both hit it on the head. Like, to have women in my life, and I will actually, like, I'm not gonna call names because it's way too many. Like, when I say my village is huge, when it comes to the women in my life, from people from my mom's era to, my aunts and just, friends that I met in school and worked with, like just my elders, like it's been a blessing to have some amazing women to pour into me just in different seasons. These are not people that I talk to all the time. I may not even, we may just cross paths and spend a quick 15-minute conversation, but they pour into me. And I was very intentional with it. Like I had my oldest daughter when I was 18, and I will never forget at my baby shower, my mom invite, like it was a room full of like her friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I was 18,
Right.
But she actually said in that moment, like, these are the women that they're here for you, and they have been here for me, right? And then I remember having my second child. I was well older. I was 30, but I was very intentional then with my baby shower, because I was intentional about like who I invited and the women that I wanted to be there, because these were the women that had been there for me. And I wanted to be able to say, these are the women that's going to be here for my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raising 2 women, and it's been that. I've lived in different places, like you said. I've lived in Kentucky, I've lived in Atlanta, I've lived in Huntsville, and I've made lasting relationships that I can still reach out to these people, and they can still reach out to me. And a lot of it goes back to what you said, Courtney, is being supportive, like showing up for each other, just supporting each other, contributing to what they got going on, holding space for those people, being a voice of reason. But yeah, I have been blessed to have had some amazing women, just God just allowing our paths to cross throughout my journey and my different struggles. That it almost eliminates any negative female relationships I've had. I mean, they're still there. I still got some of the scars, so I don't get tricked again type vibe. But I think I choose to focus on the abundance of amazing women that I've been around.
Not only being there, they also hold me account. They probably also hold you accountable. Like they're not going to call you out. You know what I'm saying? Being there is one thing, but you got to have some real friends that's gonna hold you accountable, and you tell them right from wrong, and they don't get offended, as well as them tell you right from wrong.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because because I have some women, I can call and be like, nah, she'll listen, like, nah, you're wrong, right? And I'll be like, what?
With that, I love you.
Yeah.
However.
Yeah. Like, so some of mine don't come off that easy. Sometimes it'd be like, okay, you're wrong, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not offended because that's exactly how I would do them.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you know,
And you know their intent. You
and
know like
you
who
know
they
their
are.
intent. Yes.
Yeah.
And when it's something crazy, they'll be like, I don't have the capacity. We're not gonna deal with this.
We're not doing this right now.
Because I
We're
will
not
tell
doing
somebody
this.
that.
I'm that friend. I'm that friend.
Like,
I
it's
am.
irrelevant. We're
I'll be
not
like,
dealing with this right now.
mm-mm.
So yeah.
So I want to digress just for a second to something Crystal said. When you said the amount of positive women and positive experiences
Mhm.
you've had almost cancels out the negativity.
Yeah.
And I really think that that is powerful because, you know, in life, there's always going to be something bad happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's how you handle it and who's handling it with you that makes the difference.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me all the time, like when I would be going through stuff, she used to do this and it would drive me crazy. I get it now because I'm older, but she used to say, be still, just be still. Because it's not what we go through that people see, it's how we go through it that
Amen.
they see, that they are influenced by, that they are encouraged by, because they see you still with your head up and you still smiling and you're going through things and you're still being kind and generous and all the things that we should be, right? And then they find out, oh, she was battling cancer during that.
Mhm.
Oh, she was going through a divorce. Like, I didn't even know she was going through a divorce. I didn't even know that she was, dealing with cancer. And then that's where the impacts happen, because they're like, but the whole time she was so kind and so still smiling. She looks so good now. I never knew that she was going through that. So I have to remind myself of that when I'm going through. It's not what I'm going through that impacts people. It's how I carry myself going through it. That is an influence and an impact on people.
So, because that can be a double-edged sword.
You can.
So, how do we use that to make sure that it is purposeful? Because people can think, oh, well, you was handling all of that while you was going through this, that, and the third, because sometimes people can take that as superwoman syndrome. I had a friend who was battling cancer, but she never missed a beat. But then she got upset because nobody asked her if she needed help. And I said, well, nobody knew you needed
you were going through it. But that's the difference. You still have to be transparent to an extent of what you're dealing with. But again, it goes back to that work that you have to do by yourself. You got to do your self work. You got to have those mirror moments. You know what I'm saying? You got to have those shower moments. You got to have those moments you up and you in the word and you praying and you seeking Christ to get you through it. Because what we do is we look for the world and all our friends to fill this void and to answer this prayer or to be that support for something that you got to first seek God for. And then allow God to use them to be that support in the ways that he see fit to be that support for you when you're going through something. I'm not saying don't go through things and to mask it. Don't mask what you're going through. I'm saying if you are doing the work while you're going through things, your walk is different. Like how you go through it reflects differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we've almost at an hour. Y'all know I like to keep
Are we?
Time. Yep.
Oh, it's going by so fast.
In
I
order,
love this.
Good, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good.
So the topic was in the mean girl cycle. How do we do that? How do we say, there's room at the table? What can we do to be intentional about, dispelling, rumors about ourselves, like, oh, she's mean? Because, if I'm not smiling, I'll look mean. But I'm the person who you can call at 2:00 in the morning to wake me up out my sleep. That's going to sit there and cry with you, give you an encouraging word, but you also have to be somebody that, I know you're not trying to comfort me, either.
Right.
But, how do we become more intentional about ending that cycle?
It just depends on who you're dealing with. You gotta pray. Because some people
Mm,
are evil. They are evil. And
yep.
it may seem like they may seem like their motives are pure, but it's not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just like, but either way, I'm an approachable person. So, and I'm an easy to talk to person, especially if you do not come to my inbox with nonsense. Now, if
That's
you don't come to
important.
my inbox with nonsense, we can have a conversation like grown women. Matter of fact, I had a conversation with the lady the other day. Mara has not talked. I don't really conversate with her, but God dealt with me.
Mm.
And I called this young lady, and we talking now. We talked without a problem. I apologized, and she apologized.
Amen.
But I can't say we the best of but I did what God told me to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obedience is important.
Yeah, it just depends. You got to pray. In this season, you have to pray. A lot of people motives ain't pure. They'll be like, you just got to pray. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all with it.
All right, Courtney, what are
Um,
your thoughts?
my thought is how we could end it, having discussions like we're having now. Because
Absolutely.
some people don't like goes back to where we're saying some people are so comfortable with their trauma, they don't know how, they don't even know that they can do the work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know what is that? Do the
What does
work.
it look like?
Do the work. And then I'm gonna say, a lot of people just, we know a lot of people say just pray about it, just pray about it, just pray about it. But you have to do work, right?
Yeah, you
You
do.
know what I'm saying? You can't just you got to do work with that prayer as well. But just keep doing things like this, having discussions, or finding someone to talk about different things to heal. A lot of people don't go to no therapist. They don't know how to let this stuff out. Some people, a lot of mean girls, they know they mean girls. They
You
know
know,
it.
they know what I mean.
They know. A lot of them
Because
know
they hurt.
it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Somebody
feel.
done hurt them, and they're trying to somebody
Yeah,
else to take it out on.
they don't know what to do with that space they're in, because it's an uncomfortable space. They don't know what to do with it.
I agree.
I hear it from different conversations I have. They have no idea. Do the work. What do you mean do the work? What is that? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, and you got to build a relationship with God, because you got to have that relationship. You have to have a relationship. That's how you're gonna do the work without him. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna do the work without them?
How?
You can't.
You can't. You got to form. You have to form. Speak proper. You have to. Like a little. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you have to form a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what's going to help. And another thing goes back to what you were saying, Crystal. The elders. No matter how much we try to get in a spot that we don't want to hear what they got to say,
Do that they feet, honey.
talk to them, we need to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they be knowing.
They
We
know
don't want to listen, but
that.
I know.
And now we're walking into the elder spot.
Mhm.
girl, we are almost
are.
the elders.
We're
We
walking.
are. We're
you
the
know,
mothers. We're the
we-
mothers of the church.
Isn't that crazy?
we
Isn't that
are
crazy?
come on, girl. We are the mothers. So I mean, that's how we begin to end it.
Yeah.
Keep running our mouth like we're doing. Keep talking. Somebody's gonna
Yeah.
catch on and listen, and then it's gonna get off in their head, like, because it's we know a lot of mean girls. It starts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I whispered that. It starts at home. It's some other things at home. I whispered that, but it really
I'm
And I
with you when
got
you're
a
right.
tickle in
look
my
back,
spirit.
Yeah.
it starts at home. They sit around here, mom and them gossip and talk about other people. You feel me? Mama sitting with her friends
They
and
see.
about this and that. Oh, look at her. Look at what she got on. Then it just starts.
Yeah.
it starts. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to build a safe community. We have to keep working together to build a safe community to help people to know that doing the work really does make you a better individual.
Yeah.
It makes you an individual.
It
Let's
does.
keep going on and on. So I'm gonna be quiet.
No, you're
I
good.
love it. I love
No, only thing I was gonna say, Eb, was doing what you've done with this platform and others. Invite people to the table. Like there's room at the table, so let's start inviting people. Like we can't make everybody engage and do those things, but creating those safe spaces, like Mia said,
it.
like creating safe spaces for us to come together and have
Yeah.
conversations without judgment. Because as we're growing, we want to be able to speak freely about how we're feeling or how our attitude may be and all those things. So inviting, creating spaces, and then also being that, like
Yes.
being it, so
Yeah.
that people can see what that is. What is it to walk graciously? What is it like to be an inclusive type girl type thing? I think that's important. Us having this conversation, like you said, Courtney, this is aha moments to a lot of people on that's watching. Like it's enough room at the table, and my light will never dim anyone else's light. It's
Come on.
science.
Her.
It's
Come on.
always going to illuminate somebody else. It's always going to make your flame bigger. You know what I'm saying? So us being it is it. Be it.
That's right. That's
Yep.
it. That's it. Yeah, so Em, you might need to find some younger ladies.
Yeah.
Listen, and so this is the thing. I'm always looking, and if you ladies know a lady, let's vet her. I'm always open. These conversations always do me so good.
Yes.
Y'all just don't know. Most of the time, I get off these lives and cry.
Really?
Oh,
Yes, because Mia said be the blueprint. Because for me, while I grew up, I have a brother, but my younger sister passed. A lot of people don't know that. I had a younger sister, she died before her second birthday. So my friends always become my sister. So like if you my friend, we locked in, we in now. But and because I have been it's been misconstrued that I am mean and unapproachable because I'm not. I go out my way for folk. These conversations and these environments are fuel to me. Like when somebody says, "Hey girl, I saw such in that conversation," I'm about to cry right then. Because if we can just reach one person, if something that we said on any platform, having any conversation made you be like, you know what? Yeah. Like I feel like it's done what it needed to do.
Right.
So I'm super excited. I'm about to cry now, so I'm finna end this live because I'm also a water baby. But
I love that for you.
Y'all can catch us next month because we do this once a month. What's in your cup, heart, and crown? Ending the Mean Girl cycle. This is the Queen's Table. We will see y'all later.
Bye, ladies. This was
great talking
amazing.
to y'all. Y'all have
Yes.
Y'all too.
all right.
Y'all too.